Everyone, I'm Audrey De Silva, and today we are in the north of Goa. And we all know that Goa is famous for beaches, for nightlife, for party, for lifestyle. But yes, let me tell you, it's also famous for a lot of churches. So today we are going to go and visit 4 beautiful churches in the north of Goa. So make sure you all stay hooked to this video till the end to visit these churches by yourself. So we are here in Saligao. This is the Meridius Church. Meridius Church in Saligao, built in the neo-Gothic style. It is one of the most striking churches in North Goa. But Saligao is known for more than just its architecture. Standing here, it's easy to understand why this place and this church is a hidden gem in Goa. Its unique design and its beautiful architecture completely explains how beautiful and how outstanding this church looks right in the center of the street. For generations, local folklore have spoken of a spirit called Crystallina. Some said that she appeared near an old banyan tree in the village. Whether you see it as a legend or simply a part of local culture, it's a story that has been woven into Saligao's identity. Meridius Church in Goa has its own unique design and its own unique architecture. Hence, it is known to be one of the hidden gems in Goa. So if you're in Goa, make sure that you visit this church right here, which is the Meridius Church in Saligao. So we're off to Penna de Franca Church, which is also situated in the north of Goa. And I'm pretty excited to see what this church offers and how beautiful this church is going to turn out. Our next church is located beside the river. The Church of Our Lady of Penna de Franca, also known as Our Lady of Penna de France, has long been associated with Goa's fishing communities. Generations of sailors and fishermen came here to pray before setting out on the water, asking for protection and safe return. These traditions are still remembered by many local families today. But Father, also you told me, let's talk about how does this church stay so maintained? It's been 400 years, like you mentioned, and in these 400 years, everything looks so fresh. And you also mentioned that it's gold coated. So how does it remain to be so fresh?
2016, this was restored back to its original, keeping its original. And there was no cement, no iron, nothing was used. The method that was used in ancient history and how this church was built, they kept the same kind of a material and used it. So even if there were little of tiles here and there, everything was removed and the original structure was restored back.
Have you ever seen a church that feels like it's straight out of a fairy tale? This is Penna de Franca Church in Goa, also known as Penna de France Church, beautifully located along the river banks and surrounded by lush greenery. Even after centuries, this church is incredibly well preserved. The fresh flowers, the peaceful gardens, and its traditional architecture show how much love and care goes into maintaining this historic place. One of my favorite features is the beautiful courtyard with a fish pond. It feels so magical that you can easily imagine a dream wedding taking place here. The priest also shared that the church has a rainwater harvesting system where rainwater is collected and reused, even helping to maintain the pond. It's not just a place of worship. It's a beautiful blend of history, heritage, nature, and sustainability, making it one of Goa's hidden gems. It's incredible to see how peaceful this place is. In between the river and the history, the community still manages to keep this church beautiful and maintained. And if you see that this place is still the same, and also the history continues as we continue to go to our next church. So I'll see you there. Our next stop is the St. Diego's Church in Guirim. Unlike the more famous churches in Goa, this one remains peaceful and understated. Walking through the village feels like stepping into another era, where colonial architecture and everyday Goan life continues side by side. You know what I love about this place is its atmosphere. I mean, it's so beautiful, it's so quiet around. It just showcases the rich culture of old heritage Goa. Our last stop brings us to the most peaceful village of Salvador do Mundo, a name that translates the savior of the world. Tucked away from Goa's busy tourist trails, this church has been a place of worship for generations and reflect the deep Portuguese influence that shaped many villages across the state. So if you see that this particular church, which was founded in 1565, is one of the oldest churches situated and located in the village of Salvador de Mundo. And it's amazing to see how quiet and silent this entire street is, the entire village is. What makes this place special isn't a ghost story or a grand mystery, it's the sense of calm. Here, time seems to slow down a little. The church stands as a reminder of a Goa where village life, faith, and community have remained closely connected for centuries. You know what? I love exploring such hidden places in Goa because it's beautiful to see how this entire village is so quiet. And this is one of the oldest churches built in the Portuguese era. Salvador do Mundo is a village that also means survival of the world in Portuguese. So if you're in Goa, make sure that you visit this quiet village in the north of Goa. And I'll see you in the next episode.